Welcome back to another episode. Today we're looking at the remaster of Final Fantasy XII that was created by Square Enix, known as Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. 12 originally released on the PS2 in 2006, releasing to critical acclaim with a Metacritic of 92%. However, the new remaster release is based on an international job system version that came out in Japan in 2007 that never made its way to the West. The international job system was an updated version of the game with many advantages that are also in the PS4 remaster. Improvements such as now including 12 license boards instead of the one the standard game had, each representing a different zodiac symbol and job, allowing you to sculpt your character to the role of your own choosing. For those unaware, license boards act as the ability system in the game with hundreds of squares that each have an ability, spell, equipment piece or augment that are paid for using license points, which in turn are earned by defeating monsters. Other additions like the ability to control guest characters and summons, a speed mode allowing you to run the game at 2 times or 4 times normal pace, making those long backtracking sections much less tedious, new weapons and items, a trial mode where you can fight increasing stages of more powerful enemies, and finally widescreen 16:9 support. The PS4 Zodiac Age edition that releases extremely soon, in fact as soon as July 11th, includes all those additions that we never got in the West, as well as more. So what is exactly brand new in the Zodiac Age? The most obvious are the visual enhancements, now running at a native 1080p on a base PS4, but also confirmed to be running at a higher resolution on the Pro, although at the moment it's not clear what resolution it is running at, but I'll hazard a guess it's either native 1440p or 1800p upscaled to 4K. Both are a massive jump from the original PS2's resolution of only 480p. Going back to the original, the jaggies so to speak were the biggest aspect that stood out to me due to the low resolution and made it hard to go back to the 2006 version, but that is no longer an issue as the game looks incredibly sharp now. The textures have been reworked along with some new lighting effects, which together with the resolution increase you'd be forgiven for not realising it was a PS2 game at heart. It's not just the visuals that have been worked on though, the background music in the game has been completely reorchestrated, but even better it even gives you the option to switch back to the music from the original for those that prefer it or purists who simply want to experience the music as it was. For the first time the option to listen to the Japanese voices is available, although with that said the English voice acting is in my opinion particularly good, so you can't go wrong with listening to either. It's nice to be given these choices. Other small quality of life improvements like shorter loading times, auto-saving, improvements to the high speed mode that make it easier to control, and an overlay map all help to make the game even more enjoyable. Lastly, Final Fantasy XII was not an easy game. It really was quite crushingly difficult at points, but that's been changed as the Zodiac Age edition has been rebalanced, making it much more forgiving and fair, and most importantly a lot more accessible to people approaching the game without playing it before. For those new to 12, to briefly outline the plot, the game is set in the land of Evalis and centres around the clashing of kingdoms, in which the small kingdom of Dalmasca is caught in between, where most of the protagonists belong to, and conquered by Arcadia. The story follows a mismatch of very different characters, like Vaan, an orphan street thief who dreams of becoming a sky pirate and commanding his own airship, or Ash for example, the princess and heir to the throne of Dalmasca that has fallen. There is no main character as such, all the party members play a crucial part in the game, although Vaan is arguably the character you'll see the most. The battle system of the game was originally the first in the series to get rid of random encounters. Instead, all enemies can be seen on the field for you to actively engage. When in range of an enemy, you can choose for the party to attack, which a target line will show and characters will continue to attack without further prompt. The skill lies in your ability to manage your party, especially when it comes to the gambit system, where you assign each character to do certain things under different conditions, like use an item at specific points. Using the gambit system effectively is rather crucial later on. So should you be interested in the game? Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age looks to be a great remaster that shows just how well the 2006 original game has aged. There's plenty new for those that have played through the game before, and a ton for those that haven't played 12 at all. The game is more of a traditional JRPG than later titles like 13 or 15, so if you're yearning for a slightly more traditional Final Fantasy game, look no further and enjoy this 60-hour adventure. That's it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and sub, and follow Project Gamer on Twitter for channel updates. Let me know if I swayed your decision to pick up Final Fantasy XII in the comments down below. Click the thumbnail on the left for the last episode, or the one on the right for another of my videos. Thanks for watching as usual, and I'll see you on the next video.